Good morning, Year 1. Today we are starting by looking at repeating patterns and also looking at 10 more and 10 less in our arithmetic starter. But as the week goes on, we're going to be moving into looking at money and looking at money patterns and also revising the value of coins. So get anything you need ready, and when you're ready, we're going to start with our arithmetic starter. Okay, so as usual to start the week, we're looking at one more and one less today. So you can be using a number square to help you with that, or you can just count on and count back. It's up to you. I put the number square up just to remind you how you use this. So if we look at the first question, which is 12, if we're doing one more, we're not going up or down, we're just counting back one, so that's 11, and counting forward one, which is 13. Now you can do this, probably a lot of this, in your heads or using your fingers, but if you want to use a number square online, or you want to use coins, counters, cubes, whatever you have lying around the house to help you, that's absolutely fine. So when you're ready, we'll go through the answers. Okay, welcome back. So the first one is 17, so 16 and 18. Next 8, so that's 7 and 9. 10 is 9 and 11. 20 is 19, 10 more, and 21. 25, one less is 24, one more is 26. 29, one more is 30, one less is 28. 39, just 10 more again, so it's 38 and 40. Now on to some bigger numbers. 75, one more is 76, one less is 74. And then 59, 58 is one less, 60 is one more, and 99, 100, we get to the end of your 100 square, and 98. Well done, I bet you had no problem with that whatsoever. Okay, so you're going to need your 100 square again today. Now you can print these off the internet, or you could just download them onto a tablet and then put your counters on top. But what we're looking at is how patterns can be created to create series of numbers. So the first one we are looking at is 2s. Now I'm using a 10 array to create a pattern. If you watch, sorry, that's a miss. So if we move a set of 2, we would circle the value here. Then we've got, going to move another set of 2, but this time we're using the other color, so the flip side, and that gives us 4. And we will repeat this process, alternating. So 6. And we could use this using these 2 pairs all the way up to 20 without much problem. But I want you to think about, see whether you can spot the pattern and tell your grown-up what the next numbers are. And while you're doing that, I'm going to populate the 10 square, the 10 array, and you can see whether you're right. So hopefully you've spotted that the next numbers would be 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20, because when we're going up in 2s, we jump over a number. Now these are the even numbers, but we're going to learn more about them later in the term. Okay, we've got another pattern to investigate. This time we're going to go up in 5s. So I'm going to quickly show you how we would use a 10 array for that. You can probably work it out. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first number in our pattern is 5. Then we've got, use the other color, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we've counted on another 5. So we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, I want you to predict what the next 2 numbers are while I populate the second 10 array. Okay, so hopefully you've spotted it's going up in 5, so we would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the next number. and then we would count on another 5, which would take us here. So you can see, hopefully, that there is a pattern going down. And now we're going to have a look at what happens when you're looking at tens. So this time, you're going to be covering the whole of a 10 array. Don't really need to count because we know there are 10 in a 10 array. 7, 8, 9, 10. And I want you to predict what the next number is going to be in that pattern while I populate that, because I'm pretty certain by now you've got the hang of these patterns. So I bet you got this, and the next number in the sequence is 20. So what you're going to be doing today is having a go at these. So you're going to be starting here, and you're going to try to look at what the next numbers are in the pattern. If you use equipment to help you, that's fine, but you may well be able to do jumping on. You want to say what the pattern's seen, and you want to say what the other numbers would be, and you could do that by circling them yourself. Same with the 5, although note that we've turned it round slightly. It's a slightly different number grid. And then the same with the 10s. And note, all 3 of these number grids don't start at 1, but start at 0. Okay, and then if you find that dead easy, you could have a look at these, working out the missing numbers and continuing the pattern. This one goes backwards. Does it matter? This one pushes on beyond 100, all the way up to 140. And this last one goes up to 115. You could choose any pattern you wanted to investigate that of 2s, 5s, and 10s. What we're interested in, grown-ups, is being able to explain the patterns, say what's happening each time. So something like this is going up in 2s, starting at 0. Okay? And that is the end of today's maths lesson. I bet you're going to have fun with this. It's a great learning experience.